Good morning. It's your energy news for the third week of June 2021. Sorry I missed you last week. This book thing is keeping me kind of busy. Well, according to the most recent quarterly report from the Solar Energy Industries Association, the U.S. just passed 100 gigawatts of installed solar generating capacity, doubling in just the past 3 years. Q1 installations at 5 megawatts set a new record, up 46% over 2020, and representing 58% of all U.S. installed capacity for the quarter. In fact, renewables made up almost the entire batch of installed capacity this quarter. Utility-scale projects nabbed the lion's share of the 5 gigawatts at 3.6, and Resi Solar wasn't too shabby at 905 new megawatts in Q1, up 11% over Q1 of 2020. As far as states go, Texas grabbed the laurel wreath at 1.52 gigawatts of new capacity in the quarter, 3 times more than the nearest state pretender. Forecasts suggest 160 gigawatts of new solar capacity will be installed through 2026, something few of us would have thought just a few years ago. Switching to EVs, General Motors announced plans for 2 more battery gigafactories with locations as yet unspecified, with now a total of $35 billion invested in green technology through 2025. That's up from the most recent target of $27 billion announced last November. The 2 newest plants are expected to be completed by mid-decade, and like the 2 factories under construction, will manufacture battery cells for the Ultium platform, supporting GM's 30-plus models, as well as at least 2 Honda SUVs. Moving over to generation, energy company GenOn Holdings will close 2 coal-generating units at its Morgantown plant in Charles County, Southern Maryland next year, 5 years ahead of the previously announced deadline. The company will also shutter generating units at both its Avon Lake station on Lake Erie near Cleveland and the Cheswick station on the Allegheny River outside of Pittsburgh, Ohio, by September 15th. Combined, the 4 coal plants retired are rated at 2,421 megawatts. Another Maryland coal plant is getting a makeover. You might recall in early May, I commented that Talen Energy, the generating company, planned to convert a number of existing coal plants in 4 states, with up to 1 gigawatt of storage being installed at the interconnection points. The company is wasting little time in this effort, announcing this past week that it will install 20 megawatts, the duration was not specified, at a proof-of-concept battery facility on the grounds of the now-closed H.A. Wagner plant on the Patapsco River in Maryland. Battery developer Key Capture Energy will install the project, and if the first effort is successful, storage at the Wagner plant could eventually be boosted to 115 megawatt, and then Talen will leg into its other facilities. And then finally for the week, the U.S. Department of the Interior has announced a proposed lease for offshore wind development on the outer continental shelf in the New York Bight. That's the area between New York and New Jersey. It's the first competitive such lease under the Biden administration. The 8 proposed lease areas are in shallow waters with the potential for as much as 7 gigawatts of offshore wind. With New York's targets at 9 gigawatts and New Jersey also having aggressive numbers, that may be gobbled up relatively quickly. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Oh yeah, and if you like these stories, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this book, The Energy Switch. It tells stories from all over the industry and people that I've talked with and visited either physically or virtually over the past year in an effort to tell the story of the transformation of our grid. Take care.